members of the media, our bloggers, the final page, Pilar and Monica, and our team from LexMeet, from AIM, Alvin, and our cohorts from Agraba and Isipulpil, NEP. And to those who are here, thank you very much. So, I'm the founder of LexMeet, so I'm a lawyer by profession. And you know, you experience some legal problems in your life, and you wanted to get a legal advice from a lawyer. So, it seems that it's very difficult to get a lawyer. And you know that 80% of the legal problem here in the Philippines didn't receive legal assistance. And that's why we are here in the Philippines. And to tell you about the story of Emma. This is Emma. So, i-share ko lang sa inyo yung story ni Emma na why we started this LexMeet. So, Emma is a OFW. In order to escape her abusive husband, she works in Singapore as a nurse. So, nung nag-work siya doon, tumagal siya for 5 years. Then, on the 6th year, she was able to meet a new boyfriend. So, nangyari, nagkailaban sila. And they decided to, sabi na, come on, let's get married. But I'm married sa Pilipinas. So, Emma went to the Facebook, asked some friends, sabi niya, can I get married again? Kasi matagal na kaming hiwalay, more than 5 years na. Pero nung nagsabi, yes, pwede daw kayo ayon dun sa nabasa ko, pwede na daw magpakasal kasi wala na daw visa ang kasal after 5 years. So, naniwala naman siya sa sabi-sabi ko sa Facebook. Went back to the Philippines, get married with a boyfriend, and it was discovered by the first husband. And he was charged of bigamy and meron na siyang warrant of arrest. So, at the time, she approached me. Sabi niya, ganun ba, attorney? Kasi hindi ko alam. Wala kasi ako mapagtanungan nung panahon na yun. Wala kasi mapagtanungan na abogado. At the time, mayroon ng elawyersonline.com. So I thought of, why not provide our OFWs the platform to get legal advice so that the likes of Emma would not suffer the same fate na nagkameron ng legal problem with a simple lang na na advice na pwede mo ibigay, may iwasan nyo na yon. So, ganun din naman, me as a lawyer, I'm a legal practitioner, and it's very hard for me to get clients, lalo na if you're not, if you don't know big companies and you have only smaller offices, you know. So, LexMeet is here for lawyers also to help them to get clients and render legal services online. And that's really our purpose here in LexMeet. So, LexMeet is we offer an affordable online legal solutions platform and offer an ease of access to legal service. And we are the first online legal consultation platform here in the Philippines. So, talagang very proud kami na kami ang kauna-unahan na nagkameron ng ganitong mobile app. And we wanted na maging vital player when it comes to giving access to justice to ordinary people. And you know, anong ibig sabihin ba ng bakit LexMeet? Kasi nung nag-aaral kami sa Asian Institute of Management, lalo ba na tao incubator. So we have a branding audit. Napagkamalan ang LexMeet para daw dating site. Di ba? Parang dating. Of course, to tell you frankly, LexMeet is about law. Lex in Latin means law or legal. And meet is the verb, means to meet together, to get acquainted, to get acquainted, to meet someone or something. That's why it's two words, lex and meet, meaning legal meeting. You meet a lawyer inside our platform. That's why it's LexMeet. And magtataka kayo paano ba nagsimula kami tawagin LexMeet, no? So, I was making kulit dito sa aking team, no? Gino, Reg. Tinetext ko sila, come on, LexMeet, come on, LexMeet. Meron ako naiisip na bagong startup about mga kasama ko sila sa una naming startup, we call it Hero Solutions. And after that, sabi ko, why not create something that would help lawyers to market their services? Ito na nga yung LexMeet. But wala pa kaming pangalan nun at the time. So, I text, kinulit ko sila, Gino, and may group chat kami. LexMeet, LexMeet. Ang dami ko, siguro mga 50 times ko silang tinext na, LexMeet, pag-usapan natin to. Then, nag-iisip ako, ano yung pangalan nito? Nung nakita ko, LexMeet, okay. To give it a lawyerly appeal, ginawa kong Lex. So, doon nagsimula yung LexMeet, no? And it's an invitation for ordinary people and lawyers to meet inside our platform to solve legal problems. Okay? And, of course, since our launch in December 2017, so, nung ginawa namin to, sabi namin, meron kayong mga tao na magiging confident na magsabi ng legal problem nila online sa isang lawyer, then masolve to. So we tried and we validated it. Nung December, I remember it, nung December 6, 2016, so inilabas namin yung minimum viable product namin. This minimum viable product, sinubukan namin, mayroon po bang magbabayad na client? So, on December 16, 2018, that was the very first time na mayroon kami ng paying client, and we are very happy. Because not only na mayroong naniwala ang isang tao na kailangan talaga niya ang lawyer and this LexMeet app could help them, maganda ang kanyang feedback sa amin. So it emboldened us to work more. Sabi namin, nagsimula kami muna kasi sa website wala pa kaming mobile app. So we should try to have a mobile app. So we tried to have this mobile app. And since then, as of now, we have a 30,100 plus clients registered here in LexMeet, 455 lawyers registered and serving the 30,000 clients, 26,000 legal problems admitted, and almost 1.5 million credits loaded. So, at least we're able to validate from the public that yes, there is a need for this online legal consultation platform. There is a need for clients to go to online in order for them to talk to a lawyer. And LexMeet helps them with their legal problem using this platform. And since then, we're able to at least gain the trust as well as the recognition coming from the startup community. Hindi naman sa pagmamayabang, at least meron naman po kaming mga awards na nakuha. So, in 2018, we were able to get ASEAN Rice Bowl Startup Awards. At ang nangyari po, yung awards ay ginawa sa Bali, Indonesia as 2018 Best Life Helper in the category of Best Life Helper. We're also part of Tectonic Summit 2018 as Top 20. Season 4 of the Season 4 finalists in the final pitch aired in CNN Philippines. And just recently, we have been awarded as 2019's Best Online Legal Services Platform in the Philippines by Acquisition International in the United Kingdom. LexMeet was also featured in several media outlets, TV, broadcast, radio, and publications. Python ngayon, so we're featured in one of the Python ngayon episode. Future Perfect Tech Shorts on ANC, Balitang Global on TFC Online, Bagong Pilipinas on PTV4, and lastly, in Final Pitch in CNN Philippines. We're really truly honored and grateful for this opportunity that LexMeet was able to impart to the public that mayroong ganitong platform. Of course, thank you nga pala dun sa isa sa mga nagsusupport sa amin, ang public-private partnership, ang Kubo Philippines with JP Morgan, ang Asian Institute of Management Dato Manakang Incubator Program. So it is a DOST provided, funded incubator, wherein doon pinag-aaral kami for 1 year na libre sa AIM to help us and to train us sa isang startup executive management course, and graduate po kami ng June 2020. And of course, we are celebrating this occasion to present, because we nga, based sa pag-aaral namin, we thought of, it's better we have a new look. We have a new partner, we have a new look. And we're now presenting to you our new logo, LexMeet. So, ito yung dati is parang gable. So, we change it to a scale of justice. Scale of justice means balance. Balance, stability, and equality. As you can see, our logo composed of a silhouette of a scale of justice, and you can see the L and M, which means LexMeet. We also use our tagline, legal healthy active, because here in LexMeet, you could get legal advice online using your mobile phone and your web. This is our new website. As you can see, we have two products here. Mamaya, isa-isahin ko sa inyo to. And this is the new look of our mobile app. Okay, let's first discuss about our new products. We have Assist, Consult, and Everyday Law. So,
the creator and host of the Final Pitch on CNN Philippines. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate Marlon, Reg, the entire team of LexMeet, as well as their new partner, Mega Global Corporation. Of course, we have here Mr. William Q. Lim, our investor judge. We have here also Michelle and Michael from Mega Global. So I'm here right now to share with you the journey of Marlon and his team on the Final Pitch. So everything started about 2 years ago. Marlon wanted to join the third season of the Final Pitch. So that time, they were just about to, I think they had launched already the app, but there were a lot of things that they needed to improve. So that time they actually pitched the concept to Monica, my co-executive producer, and also my better half. So the entire journey on the show starts with the entrepreneurs, the startups pitching to us in our office. Okay, so si Marlon pitched the concept to our producers and also to Monica. Based on what they saw, they invited them to the show. So what happened was, at that time, the app was not yet ready. They were trying to fix a lot of things. As with any startup, it is really a process that is continuous. And I know up till now, there are a lot of iterations that are being done. So to cut a long story short, they did not join that season. Okay, so they did not join season 3. And that time, I had seen their submission. Nakita ko yung business nila. It was really a sound business. We all need access to legal advice. Unfortunately, they were not yet ready. But fast forward a couple of months later, we were looking for contestants for season 4. And Marlon, up until that time, I had not yet met. So we actually met during an event that was put together by Kubo. So Kubo is one of the incubators, the strong incubators that we have in the Philippines. So I met him at a Kubo event. And doon ko na-realize because mostly startups are millennials, right? So I finally get to meet Marlon. So, Attorney Marlon, when I met him for the first time, mukha talaga siyang attorney, right? He looks the part, but he does not look the part of a startup founder. Because we know startup founders nowadays, they're usually millennials, they're in their 20s, very young, very aggressive, but they are not quite as mature, I would say. So when I met Marlon, that's when I discovered that he really has this passion for democratizing access of legal advice to people. And this platform that he created was a way to be able to do that. So when I met Marlon, I spoke to him, I told him, we really believe in your product. I hope that by this time you'll be ready and that you can actually pitch on the show. So they pitched on the final pitch season 4. So the final pitch, the entire journey begins with the initial pitch. So when Marlon and Reg pitched for the first time to William Cunin, I think they saw something not just in the business, but in the founder. So to give you a behind the scenes into how things work. So when our investor judges hear the pitches, their investor team, composed of, in this case, Michael, Michelle, and also Marvin, they were involved also. So everything that is being pitched to the investor team listens in on that. So based on what they heard, they invited Marlon to the show. And once Marlon got on board, that's when things started to happen. So once you're a contestant on the show, we introduce mentors to you to help you with your pitch for the finale, for the final pitch. So Marlon, when he came on board, one of the things that I noticed with Marlon is that he is not necessarily maybe the most charismatic presenter, but one thing about him is that he is very sincere with his business. So when the mentors came on board to mentor him, the CEO of McCann Philippines was one of the mentors that season. Made his company as a case study for that season. They said that Marlon, in the case of your business, what's very important, what's critical, is you being able to come up to the public, to come out and be a service, a company that is seen as trustworthy because of the very nature of your business, because it's legal advice. And I think he took this to heart because right now, the way he was able to evolve the business, you would really see that you can really trust not just Marlon, but also the platform. And critical to that really is the technology as well, which I know that Michael and the rest of the Mega Global team are really working on. So when they did the final pitch, gusto ko sana mas magaling na si Marlon mag-present. But admittedly, and I look at it from a producer's perspective, Marlon is not the kind of person who is out there and who will charm everyone, right? Hindi siya yung ganong klaseng CEO. If you talk to him, he's very down to earth. In fact, you would not think that he's someone who is creating such a big platform just because of the way he is. He's very unassuming. He's very down to earth, mild-mannered. But one thing that you cannot discount really is the sincerity of Marlon. And I think that really is the key to making something like this work. It's really the sincerity and the mission driven by someone who really wants to democratize the access of legal advice to the Philippine public. So I think the team of Mega Global saw that, and I'm very happy with what we are celebrating today. It is the relaunch of LexMeet, but more importantly, it is also, I guess, the announcement of this new partnership that has been made possible through the final pitch. And I'm very happy to imagine what the future holds for LexMeet, for the partnership with Mega Global, and also the numerous Filipinos who will be benefiting from this app, this platform in the future. So my only wish for you right now, Marlon, is that you continue to improve the way you pitch. It still needs work. Yung nakita nyo kanina, hindi nagbago yun. Konti lang nagbago, halos yun din yung pitch niya. The first time that he pitched. But that is the only thing that I would say in terms of what I wish that you can improve. But because I think that the way you have built this platform, it not only solves a lot of the pain points, but I think you're making it really easy for people to get this access. And kudos to you and the Mega Global Corporation team for this partnership, and I truly wish you the best with your future success. And I hope that many more people are touched by this platform and what you're able to do. So with that, congratulations, good luck, we wish you all the best, and kudos to this new partnership.
Occasions, at this is will be our second product launch with Final Beats. Thank you, John, for hosting the show. Without your show, without you and your wife, this would not be possible. And they are doing great things in helping the millennials or the startups to seek investors para at least if they could accelerate their programs. So, malaking bagay yun na at least this is a stepping stone. So John, I hope you keep on helping those startups. At yun lang what we can do is on our part just try to accelerate or to grow and to help them but build the foundations. It's been a long journey. I've been with Final Pitch 2, 3, and 4. And nakikita ko paganda ang planning. Nag-start kami ng isa lang. Parinig ba dito ako? Yes, sir. Nang una, medyo baka mag-usap tayo ng microphone nito. Maghanda kayo na 10 pa rin lang. Okay. You know, Mega Global is a fishing company. We ventures into canning and we ventures into distribution to become the #1 sardines branch in just 15 years. Marami nagtatanong sa akin.
Sabay ako.
Saan?
Low year na ito. Low ang collections ng fishing.
Pupunta
Well, in our quest for diversifications, we are looking for
Nag-start
ways and means na yung mga startups, how can we help them? So that's when the program na sa final page, pwede pala tayo doon at tingnan natin kung in what way can we help. So in order to solidify our positions for that helpfulness, we have our legal tie-up with LexMeet, which is our legal side, and we have our accounting and program side, which is Servio, which we just launched some months ago. And we are trying to see if something comes up, meron na tayong legal para sa mga corporation operations papers. We could be having accounting para at least makikita lahat ang mga accounts. Mahirap yung magkaano kayo ng negosyo na without knowing the numbers. So that's why we have to have complete set. And what can we do for LexMeet or Sergio? We have a lot of networking, which is in need of help for the legal, and in need of help also for accounting. We have our distributors, we have our sari-sari stores. Maraming kailangan. At marami din kailangan kung sa legal side, kung pwede pa sa divorce o hindi. Pero hindi kasama, hindi natin pag-usapan ganyan. Pero attorney, kasama rin yan, di ba? Kita mo, pinopromote ko na kita. Pero any subject para sa legal, they can do that. Nakikita namin ang potentials. Mamaya siguro I'll invite my investor team to come. Why pinili nila yan? It's because of all of these have to be synergized para at least one alignment at one directions. It's been a long journey, pero nakikita namin na medyo gumaganda ang show. The quality of applicants nag-step up na. And yun nga, maraming salamat kila John kasi kung hindi sila nag-nurture yan, mahirap pa rin at parang hirap na hirap makakuha ng mga beginners. Pero mahirap trabaho talaga maghahanap ng two-page beginners. Kasi nung pag-uumpisa ng pitching, talaga hindi marunong at you have to teach them, matrabaho yan. At pero matyaga lang sila dyan, so that's why. Palapakan natin sa final pitch dyan, kaya kung may mga idea kayo, right now, it's the right time for you to pitch. Kasi may season 6 na lalabas. Okay?
Promo na.
They are always ready. And siguro mamaya baka magpo-post sila those who would like to join. Nakakaroon tayo ng siguro mga website yan for you. Para at least mag-apply na kayo. Pero sinasabi ko, it's been a long journey, and ito, I could see that kay Attorney Marlon, nakita ko drive niya, nakita ko yung partner nila, the whole team. It has to be something of passion, na nandun sa kanila that they would like to bring forward to the consumer, to the customers. Kasi importante na yan na kung wala kang passion at binigay mo ng product mo, hanggang dun lang. It would never fly. Pero with this, nakikita namin, so that's why, sabi ng investors team, let's go for it. Pero they would explain later. My point is, it will be our pleasure to be partnering with LexMeet, and it is a continuous cycle for us to be looking for a new investment to invest in. Baka gusto ninyo sumali rin dyan. Tatanong natin kay attorney kung pwede. Pero, being that, it's always good to share with the public. Para at least know where we are coming from and we are aligned with our vision. So, congratulations and good luck to us. But I know you have a good product and I think we could make it. So, again, congratulations. And at this time, I would like to call our investors team, Michelle and Michael, for a short word. Marvin is not here, so sila na muna ako na magsasabi lang. Okay, yeah, this is Michelle.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. When we choose kung saan kami mag-i-invest, we choose two things. look at two things. The first thing is yung sound business, how the business will work, and the second thing is the person. So with Marlon and Reg, what we saw in them is really the passion and perseverance. Even though medyo may edad na sila, not like the millennials that John was saying, they still pursue it. And talaga makikita mo sa kanila, they're very sincere and they like what they do. And lawyers sila, attorneys, but they're very, very humble. And what I like about them is, kailangan kasi for lawyers, you have integrity. That's very important. And if you have that, you know that whatever they will do, yung sa app nila and sa business nila, alam nyo na hindi kayo lolokohin. So that's very important. And the second thing, about LexMeet, why we invested in LexMeet. We envisioned it to be like Uber, Airbnb, like Angkas. At a click lang, malalaman mo na kung anong kailangan mo gawin if you're in a situation. Diba? It's very, parang ang sarap niya. Dahil pagka may kailangan akong tanongin, nandiyan lang sila in a click. Kasi mahirap eh. When we started, long time ago, doon kami nahirapan. Anong documents man kailangan ko pagka bibilhin ko tong kotse? Ano ba yung kailangan ko para legally protected ako? So, at least, nandyan sila. It's very easy. Diba? So, parang parang sinon niya is parang Tulfo. Hindi ka na kailangan pumila kay Tulfo eh. Kasi kay Tulfo, ang haba ng pila. Ito, i-click mo na lang, makakatanong ka na. Diba? So, yun lang. And, during the final pitch, thank you to John and Monica. During the final pitch, actually, ang job namin is to help our boss find the right mix, the right match. Pero ang trabaho talaga nangyayari is after we choose the team. After we choose them. Kasi yun na ang start ng trabaho. But all I can say is si Marlon and Steve, very hardworking and very makulit sila. Which is what I like. Kasi syempre we have our own business, we have Mega Sardines to run. But sila, they're really there to push and seek help. And this is one of the things, Ren, why we wanted to invest in startups. Is because we want to pay it forward. We want to help the startups. And we want to help them like the people who helped us before when we were starting. Yeah. And my brother, Michael.
Okay. I'll keep it short kasi magka-closing pa ako. Pag pinahaba ko to, baka wala na ako sasabihin mamaya. But I can tell you why we chose them. Kami, the team, initially it was really based on guarantees because we've only had a few times to meet them. But looking at their product, they want to help reach out to all Filipinos with no legal access. So, kami, the same way that we want to give Filipinos quality food, they want to give Filipinos quality legal access. We share that in common. Although we're doing it by food, they're doing it digitally. And we believe in the power of IT. I think that's really our core competence. And through their platform, we hope to be able to reach out to many, many more Filipinos. And through my time with working with them ever since being chosen, I felt the sincerity and the drive of attorney, not only attorney of his team. And because of that, I believe that we will succeed. And I know with the help of the media here, really startups like this all needs marketing, all needs coverage because they want to help Filipinos. And I hope the media people here can help us bring them to every Filipino out there. So,
Kailangan nila break.
they need a break. Of course, every startup needs a break. And I hope everybody sees also the same potential that we see. Imagine, I'll share a story later at closing. I don't want to say it now. Baka mamaya, wala na ako sasabihin.
Huwag mong pusin.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
LexMeet agad yan.